Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex here with TFL Bike. We're here at I My Motorsports with an awesome Ducati Panigale V4S. And in this video, we're gonna take it for a ride, but also talk to the owner of this bike. This is a real world owner review. Dude, I love my ride. Let's jump right into it. So this is Jim. Thanks, Jim, for bringing out your beautiful bike. Just want to kind of talk to you about it a little bit. So this is a 2021, right?
Yes.
And when did you buy this?
I bought it at the end of October.
What kind of drew you towards a Ducati in the first place?
I've always wanted one since I first started riding. Thought of them as like it's the Ferrari of motorcycles, and I've always wanted one. I just finally had the opportunity to buy one.
This is the S model specifically. So this is the V4 Panigale, so the big 1103cc engine. But the S specifically gets you some cool things, right? So like the Öhlins suspension, the Marchesini forged wheels. Did you know you wanted the S model specifically, or was any Panigale V4 gonna cut it?
I went into the dealership to look, and this one just drew me to it.
It looks pretty stock, but I'm noticing a few things you've done to it. So, like I see these levers right here, the bar end mirrors. Are these carbon fiber pieces from the factory, or did you add those on?
Those are aftermarket.
Okay.
I put the bar end mirrors on because I couldn't see out of the stock mirrors because I'm a wider person, I guess I should say, and so I went with that style there. Did the block offs with the LEDs up front.
So these are actually turn signals integrated into.
Yep, integrated turn signals integrated in the rear.
Very nice.
These are all the body protectors, carbon fiber body protectors themselves. Did frame sliders, case protectors.
So yeah, you can see that over on this side, the big Woodcraft protector right there, some sliders here as well. I like these grips you have up here on the tank. I haven't seen a grip pad like that at all. I have some on my bike that are much more of like a foam material, but these are pretty cool and really grippy. So R&G, I guess, if you want to check those out. All right, here we go. Panigale V4S. Let's jump on, get this thing out on our little go-kart track here. Not the best track for this beastly of a bike, but we're gonna make it work. Key on. Kill switches are always a little weird on these Panigales. You go up and then press this button, and there she goes. First gear. Listen to that sound. Oh yeah. All right, let's just check what settings I'm in real quick. So riding mode. I'm gonna start out in street for the first couple laps. Let's see what we think. Panigale V4S. This is definitely the most powerful motorcycle I've ever ridden, and the power to weight ratio is just nuts. So yeah, let's just take it around, see what we think. I already rode this to the track this morning, so first couple laps are gonna kind of simulate what I'd be doing on the street. Just kind of commuting through traffic. So obviously first gear on this bike can get you up to speed very quickly. I'm just rocking in second right now. I'm at 3,000 RPM, and at 3,000 RPM on this V4 feels a little lumpy, but once you crack it open, get it above 5,000, the bike's much happier, much smoother. And I don't know, just feels more solid. Doesn't have that lumpy feeling that you get down low. I rode this bike over here this morning, and the tech was kind of mind-blowing. So can you run me through some of the features of the screen real quick?
I haven't learned everything on it as much as there is yet.
Let's dive in together.
Yeah, there's still a lot to learn. You can go to street. I keep it on street, but there's sport. You got your race A and race B.
Okay, for going all out.
Yep.
And then I think each one of those modes are customizable,
yes,
right?
every one does, yeah. You can change the suspension, how you're, and the power through each one. So select that. And then there is, yeah, it even gives you like a little graphic of what part of the bike it's affecting. Yep, you can turn the power up even more from where it is. Medium is, do you want to run on a high or medium?
Let's go high. Why not?
All right.
We rode the Panigale V2 and the Multistrada V4 a few months ago, and they had a very similar screen setup to this. So lots of stuff you can do on that screen. I'm a huge tech nerd, so that definitely is something I'm a pretty big fan of. Are these aftermarket? These like caps for the res bars and stuff?
Yeah, the CNC covers. Yeah, I had to order those from from Italy, more or less.
Have you found that getting parts for this bike is harder in this market now, or are parts pretty easy to find?
They're pretty easy to find. A lot of the stuff's overseas though, so it just takes the time for shipping to get over here.
Gotcha. Now, the power to weight ratio on this bike is just insane. I think it's what, 213 horsepower?
214 horsepower.
214 and
386 pounds dry.
Yeah, so probably right around 400.
It's like 420.
420?
Yeah, fully loaded.
Yeah. So normally on these bikes, both the S model and the standard Panigale V4, there's these black winglets that come off the side, and I don't see them on this bike. What's going on there?
I wasn't a big fan of them at first, so I got the delete kit and took them off, but now I'm thinking I want to put them back on there. It helps with downforce, and I think it makes the bike look good.
So is that what this is right here?
Yeah,
is that where they mount it up?
Yeah, I do all the work myself on everything I have, but yeah, I just change out the winglets, put the deletes on.
Now this is the S model of the Panigale V4, which means it has some more premium features over the standard Panigale V4. The main one, in my mind, is suspension. You get Olin suspension all the way around, electronically controlled. Woo-hoo-hoo. As you can see with these wires going into the top of the forks. It also has an Öhlins steering damper. The non-S version of this bike, you get some lower quality suspension and steering damper components, but with the S model you get all Öhlins. And then you also get these Marchesini forged wheels, which are really cool. Very badass looking, definitely fits the Italian Ducati theme, but weight on the two bikes is pretty similar between the V4S and the V4. They're really not much different in terms of weight. Now as far as tech goes, incredibly advanced bike, tons and tons of tech, way too much for me to go through in one video. The cool part about all the tech on this bike is you can really dial in all the nannies. So this is a bike with 214 horsepower, and on a track like this right now in street mode, I don't feel like I'm being too unsafe because I have wheelie control and slip control, traction control and ABS. So I know that I can make some mistakes and the bike will pick up the slack for me and not get me into a terrible situation. Now as far as comfort goes, it's a pretty comfortable bike for what this is. I mean, obviously I'm in the full sport position. I'm leaned over. This isn't going to be a comfortable commuter, but the seat is very padded. It's a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. So, if you have a 30-minute commute, it's not as terrible as it might look. There's also a quick shifter, which I just did, so coming out of here, I could crack it wide open and shift through the gears, wide open throttle, no clutch. Great feature.
Do you have any future plans for it? I know you were talking about some carbon fiber bodywork and stuff.
I have been looking at carbon fiber wheels, which drops 2 pounds in the rear, just for the weight alone, and the rotating mass changes, of course. Lightweight sprocket and chain, full carbon fiber body, and Acropovic exhaust. It should drop about 20 pounds overall.
Nice.
On the bike.
And what's kind of your main use case for this bike? Is it a commuter, just for fun?
It's
Do you
fun.
take it to the track?
It's going to be fun for a while until I decide to do more, I guess. But right now, it's my therapy. I enjoy riding it and it makes me feel good when I get off of it.
Do you mind sharing how much you paid for this bike?
It was almost $30,000.
Okay. And do you have any regrets?
No,
Would you
I
do it
not.
again?
I'd do it again. Yeah.
So do you think you're gonna hold on to this for a while? Or are you gonna? I know your trucks and cars you sell pretty quickly. Is this?
This will be a keeper.
This is a keeper.
Yeah, this will be a keeper for a while.
All right, let's come to a stop here. I'm the only one on this track, so I can do this. But I want to put it into sport mode. Yeah, let's get some more power in here. Oh, this bike sounds so good. All right, I'm gonna shut up and not talk as much because I don't ride as well when I'm talking. So let's just do a little bit of riding. Oh, it corners so well. That steering damper is awesome. Oh, so much power, man. Just a stupid amount of power on this bike. I love it. It's like a little rocket ship. Alright, so that's about as far and as hard as I'm willing to push it on someone else's bike, especially on a cold December morning with pretty new tires. But I'm having a blast. Hell of a lot of bike, but it does come at a pretty premium price tag. So let me know what your thoughts are on this V4S down in the comments below. Definitely has a premium feel to it. Definitely you feel like you're riding something special. What a treat. Huge thanks to Jim for bringing this out. If you have a motorcycle that you would like us to test, or you think is pretty cool and our viewers would like, let us know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to head on over to TFLbike.com so you don't miss any of the latest stories in the bike world. One more punch to the throttle for good measure. Oh yeah, thanks guys, see you next time.